Hello viewers, in this video I'll be going over natural gas, ETF ticker symbol UNG. What we are seeing is Friday's price of natural gas. Well, at the moment natural gas is up around 1%. So as we check on the 1-hour chart, we start to see the MACD pointing negative, and we start to lose support on the 9 and 18 moving averages. There is still hope for support on the 50 moving average, but as we expand out to the 4-hour chart, we still have support on the 9 moving average as well as the 18 moving average, and these two moving average breach the resistance of the 200 moving average, which act as resistance. So that is a positive sign that this is a possible uptrend or immediate uptrend. And as indicated as here, the candlesticks close above the 50-day moving average twice already. So we have these two green candlesticks, and ideally we want to find support on the 9-day moving average and proceed to move on higher or make higher lows. So what I see in here is we have a possible uptrend as long as we maintain and not break this uptrend or close below this trend line. I believe this is a possible reversal for natural gas. So if we were to move on higher, that price level that I see resistance in is support that dated back to early July. So, or we could say this is the 100-day moving average right there. So that is our next resistance. And as for support, I see support as the 9-day moving average converge or consolidate with the 50-day moving average, the 9-day, the blue line, and 50-day, the yellow line. So I see possible support around the price of $19.30, and for resistance $20.50. So if we were to move on higher, that price movement is roughly around 3.8%, and if we were to move down lower, that price movement is around 2.2% down. So let's head to the forecast model. On here I'll go day by day, where natural gas will head to in next coming days. So we have 1 day out, 2 days out, 3 days out, 4 days out, 5 days out, 6 days out, and 7 days out. So which one of these forecasts we should focus on? Ideally the chart that looks similar to the trend in question. So I believe this trend that dates back to June 9th, 2015 to September 2nd, 2015 is the best match to the current trend. I'll point out why. So what we have in the beginning of the trend, we start off below the middle Bollinger Band, and then we proceeded to touch the upper Bollinger Band next, and then once more we head down lower to touch the bottom Bollinger Band again, and then we see a price action where we meet or revert to the mean, touching the middle Bollinger Band, and eventually we see it move on higher, close above the middle Bollinger Band several times, even touching the upper Bollinger Band right towards the end. So we start to see patterns shaping in this trend as well. So we start off on the bottom Bollinger Band right here, and let's just mark all the bottom Bollinger Bands. So we see one instance there and another instance right here. But in this instance, right in this trend right here, we don't see a touch on the upper Bollinger Band, but we do see a good attempt since it was above the middle Bollinger Band for several days. So we mark that as green. Next, we see it revert to the mean, and then we start to see patterns to shape up towards the end as well. So we see a good attempt to touch the upper Bollinger Band. So what we have is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 points. We also see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 points as well. So there's reason to believe that the trends and patterns are the same. The outcome and forecast should be fairly the same, and The trend that we just examined was June 9th, 2015 to September 2nd, 2015, and it looks like natural gas was up around 4.3%. So we do see this reversal and charge, and I do see natural gas heading on higher in the next coming days. So that is all. If you enjoyed this content, feel free to like, comment, subscribe, and thank you for watching.